Yeah, just stop the combo.
No, I hear what you're saying, though. We'll see how things are going here as we have a quick pause. But very shortly, we're going to be going with Team Nimister versus Boom
You
Esports.
mind reader, Richie? How do you ever
do you
know
mean?
that the pause is going to be quick or long?
Oh, you think? Well, you know, I always reckon it's like some, oh, I forgot to turn off my keybinds or whatever. I have my pub stuff, you know, whatever.
No, we have the wrong hero hotkeys because some players, they have different hotkeys.
Kick me for this. Wow.
So that's a reference for Talon losing their first game.
I guess so, right? Can I say that too, says Tito.
Yeah, because they lost the first game also, exclamation.
Yep, yes, they did. Yes, they did. Everyone kind of grumbling as they shuffle into the Dota2 factory. Get ready, everyone. Here we go. Off to the races as Tim's. Hey, whoa, go back. Oh, Tim's on the run. Let's see what he's going to... Yeah, he'll get caught by that first dagger, but he will take that first point and run in order to
This is good. It's actually really a big deal for Mid-Ranger to get the win run at level 1. It's going to hurt the lane a lot, not having power shot. That's a good play by Team Nimister.
Tino now, he will stand his ground, and he sees a lot of heroes running towards him. Let's see, what will Carlo do? Will Carlo be able to change much of anything at all? Nope, doesn't really look like it. Do they have a stun?
He's dead.
I think it's too late now.
Yes, like, oh, he didn't get the kill.
Oh, he doesn't. He can't actually TP. Of course, he can't TP because it's before the horn. So it doesn't matter. Tino is going to go down for first blood, but Jab's in trouble. I think they tried to let him go to the Sunstrike, but he was more interested in doing as much damage as he could there to Carlo.
He wants to die. If I'm him there, I just want to die. I mean, I don't want to be going back to my lane. 50 HP, you know?
Sure.
Okay, so who got the kills? Gyro got 1 kill.
The big one, first blood.
Yeah, DK got 1 kill. So both the carries got a kill. So whatever, you know. I think kills on the side lanes don't really matter as much as the mid lanes. Obviously, to a certain extent, it still matters, you know, for them to win their lanes. You get a bracer faster, all those type of small little detail.
I love Invoker Sunstriking for last hits, man. It's such a...
Yeah, I mean, I actually like the Athos build. Going back to the Athos, you know, I feel like some of the builds that I've been seeing, you get Midas and then you get... I don't like
Invoker, right?
I don't like the Aghanim's Rush as much. I think you should buy Athos because Athos is just... It gives you what you need. You get HP plus mana. Basically, and setup, you know, so you have a catch. Because Invoker is a very greedy hero. Especially Exalt Invoker. And if you're gonna get Midas and Travels, and then I feel like if you don't have something like an Athos to set up kills, because when you're running around to farm and push out lanes, you need to have the ability to catch targets, you know, to slow the game down.
Yep.
So roll out Athos.
Yeah, because you don't have your Quaswex control, right?
Yeah, and Gleipnir in the end, when you decide to upgrade it, it's going to be very good for you. Anyway, you know, it's good for the hero, giving you the extra AoE.
You're gonna get some really big meatballs as well. Some spicy ones.
Who doesn't like their Italian meatballs big, you know?
I agree. And who hasn't ordered the meatballs at a restaurant and looked at them and gone, is that it? $20 for that meatball?
$20? Come on, bro. You need to follow me. I'll show you one with $5.
All right, that sounds good to me. As we look at these side lanes, right, it is an Exort Invoker, so keeping that in mind, you know, if we're going to see some spear into Sunstrike
I also guess this is the other reason why the Mars was picked over the pit lot, because Mars has
he's got the Sunstrike.
Yeah, it's easier to Sunstrike, you know, after the spear compared to the pit lot route. You know, it's not long enough.
Sure. Oh, definitely. Definitely. I guess really what your DK stuns and your spears are going to be your setup.
Yep, mainly those two. I mean, you could count the Wheel of Wonder or Cold Feet.
Dude, that'd be sick. I am not good enough a Ringmaster player to consistently hit my Wheels of Wonders. So
it's actually not that difficult with the combo.
All right. Why don't you just call me stupid while you're at it?
I don't play the hero, so I cannot call you stupid.
It's not that hard.
I would say it's not that hard, you know. Like something hard would be something that needs to...
like what? What heroes do you play? Pugnut? Oh, maybe look at your Dota.
I think
Dota
Invoker
buff.
spells are pretty hard to hit.
All right. You open your Dota buff real quick. You're not above 8.5 KMMR. We established that. What has my friend Winter been playing? Let's see the hard heroes.
The hardest hero I play is Tusk.
A little bit of fighting down bottom.
Sunstrike.
Jabs. Sunstrike. Ooh, just off the mark. Yeah, Tusk is hard. I would agree with you there.
I mean, so overall, how's the lanes playing out? So mid lane is like kind of, because if Ember failed, okay, this is, I guess Invoker with this Exalt thing, you kind of get pushed out of the lane a lot, and if you're not getting Sunstrike kills, right, you're not getting extra gold from there, you don't really have a very good lane presence, right, since the change to, because before he had Elitist where you're very strong in the lane, so now Invoker's not a lane dominator anymore.
Yeah, I think he's back to like his
old
former
self.
identity.
His old self.
Yeah, right. Would you not?
But he was not that weak, right? When he was the old Exile, because you had a lot of damage. You don't have regen, but you have a lot of damage. But now you don't have either.
Up top. I mean, like, I wouldn't say he was like, a garbage weak laner. He wasn't like a. My goodness, he was like a weak mid laner, like some silencer or whatever. That
Silencer.
Like, well, I don't know, dude. I'm trying to, because I think a lot of mids are
if
like...
you say Shadowfiend, I'm still fine, Shadowfiend died.
Okay, that's true. SF. Yeah, he's not like some like SF hero, but like, he still had his terrible matchups, didn't he? Right? Where like, oh no, please don't pick my Broodmother, then my lane is over. Like, I guess every hero has that. I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I think he used to definitely have... he was considered to have a weaker lane. Like, you could counterpick him with like a Quap, or you can counterpick him with like some Brood, some hyper-specific hero, sure. But I think his bread and butter was never really the lane. It was always like the Yule's combo. Remember like the Yule's combo days?
Yeah, now it's got upgraded or downgraded to the Rod of Athos.
That's right.
It's easier.
Yeah, that's right. No one bought that item back then.
Yeah, the Gleipnir, the change to the item, they made the Gleipnir different. It's very nice on certain heroes. In top lane, Jackie has his Falcon Blade completed thanks to the kill early on, so he's off to a pretty good start here. I think the mouse is not that far behind him, with 24 last hits to 33 on the gyro. Just waiting for some Sunstrike kills, Like, where can we get a Sunstrike kill?
That's what I'm waiting for as well. A little bit of pressure mid lane as Tim's is lurking in the area, has planted an Observer Ward down. We'll miss there on that power shot, but doing as best as he can to make sure that this Siege Wagon doesn't get too much damage. And Glyph of Fortification, that can't be for mid. Wonder what lane that was for.
It is for me.
It must have been for bottom, the way that Jabs is voice lining.
Yeah, 6-minute rune. So they get the rune on Armel. Very nice. And now he wants to get a kill for his troubles.
Tame the beast. This is no beast. He was a number spirits. Level 6 immediately picks up that kill there. Well done.
I would like to see the AA come and help, Like, I don't think he can just sit in the lane here if his mid is getting pressured so much. They have 3 heroes here. I mean, as an Invoker, it's not going to be able to hit creeps. He's so weak, he's getting Midas.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, he is getting absolutely bullied. Both supports mid lane, and that equals a very dead Yo-Wei. Not being TP's in, but can't really offer much.
It is really bad for the Invoker's game now. He lost a lot of gold, because he's trying to get the recipe for the Midas.
Oof. Hey, that's the Carney Classics, right? It's the Strongman tonic I think he has. Yeah.
I guess
we haven't seen him use
the default one, I would say this.
Yeah, okay, Carney Classics. Carlo is going to die. It might be a first on-strike kill in return. Indeed it is. That is certainly something here, but can they really stop Armel? Okay, yes they can from getting the Wisdom Shrine. Yes, absolutely they can. That would have been pretty painful if they let him have it.
It's 3v1. No way he was going to have it.
Yeah, not without losing his life, I suppose. So that's not worth it.
Yeah, bot lane, they're trying to make a rotation here. RP, Skiller back. They know he's alone.
Yeah. Tims and John Wall doing what they can. An Ice Path here, early level, is going to be good enough. 3 points in Ice Path.
Yeah.
So very different Shakira build, huh?
This is this is also not very... I guess because he started to move early on. And usually when I watch him play, he also goes for the 1-2-2 at level 5. Because you want the second point of Liquify at level 3 to play with the lane. Then after that, you can max your Ice Path. That's basically why you have 1-2-2. It's just for mainly the lane.
Right.
And now he got out of the lane 1-3-1, so he'll be feeling pretty happy about himself, I mean, I was also going back to say a bit about this. Like laning with Magnus, you have to be so careful. You know, you have to just push out the lane. If you're a melee hero and just run to the jungle. If you are always in the middle of the lane, the risk of getting RP and skewing back to the tower is always going to be there.
Right. You mean laning against a Magnus, right? Basically. Yeah. Okay, I understand. Yeah, I mean, and DK pays the price, right? Traditionally, a very tanky hero is still very tanky,
and guess
of course. But
Jackie is here, so you just died and you TP back to the lane, right? And then they're making this rotation, so to absolutely ruin DK's lane.
Yeah, it's going to be well read. Mid lane as well. Yikes, that's a dead AA. Not much you can do about that. And down underneath the tier 1 towers, Abeng. Successful rotation from Jackie. Jack Boys.
Yeah, I mean, then there's not much they can do about the bot rotation since the enemy bought 4 heroes. You know, Boom brought 4 heroes down, so they heavily committed. So the best thing that Team Nimister could do is just to take as much as you can off the map. Just vacuum in all the resources, get your levels, get your items. And because you have Invoker, right, so I think generally you're gonna be more accepting of losing towers on the side. Because this hero is so greedy, you know, he rush Midas. He has no boots, nothing, you know, he's just a walking Sunstrike at the moment.
And he is, but the Midas is on his way. That means, oh boy, it's time to invest in your future here, Yo Wei. Let's see that first activation. Let's see it. Surely no one farmed this camp, right? Oh, no, there's no creeps over there? We got creeps? We got creeps. There it is. And the Mad Stone to go with it. Sure, it made us wait for it. But, yeah, he's got a long road to recovery, doesn't he, this Invoker? So, naturally then, Winter, the question becomes, who do they play around? This Mars? His
Mars, only the Mars. And I actually feel like with the draft lineup like this, you actually have to get the dagger early on DK. Because the game is, do they have, okay, Tino has face boots, double bracer, so no dagger. Without a dagger, it's actually really bad. I think they're gonna have a very tough next 5 minutes until somebody has a dagger. DK is building a Maelstrom, so they are gonna be unable to make any moves at all. The only move they can make is with the arena. You walk up and arena people, and then Sunstrike. I think it's going to be very difficult the next 5-10 minutes for them.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of magic damage at the very least, but I definitely see what you're saying here.
Yeah, it's tough, you know. They have to just be behind the Mars, the 2 supports, because he's the only one that can make a play.
Yep. And in the meantime, like, you know, you're playing in this Windrunner, you're playing in this Ember, Gyro, who are going to be able to farm pretty effectively. We can expect this Mag to get pretty active here soon enough. As you can see, Ember keen to do as much damage as he can to that tier 1 tower, but not really looking to force things too hard at this point. Uh-oh.
Okay, they have Ice Blast now. They can maybe set up a kill here. I mean, this Ember is going to be playing very, very deep, you know. He knows that they can't really catch him easily.
Nice Spear Arena combo, Sunstrike Ice Blast. That'll do the trick.
That was very nice. Just as I say, they can't catch him that easily. They got a blind arena into the... I mean, they're not blind, but they see the Ember, but Ember doesn't see the Mars, so he can't react there. Good angle.
They said, what do you know about Dota 2, Winter? And absolutely style.
Yeah, just because one situation happens and it's a 1 out of 10 thing, 1 out of 10 chance, doesn't mean that it's easy to get the catch on the Ember just like that, you know.
All right, Winter. All right, we'll see how Arbel keeps playing around this. Surely.
It's daytime. Again. It shouldn't be that easy for them to get him, you know.
Well, look, I mean, they caught him in daytime, so...
Yeah, because it was a very
What about
nice,
your next excuse? Let's
it
hit
was
me
a
with
nice
the next
situation.
cope. Hit me with the next cope.
Okay.
Little wraparound play
is going to survive 1v3 here.
No, he's dead. It's 1v4. 1v3, he lives, you know. If he has the unicycle, he's out there. But no, he's dead.
You're really actively promoting the other facet all the time.
I just think the other one's more fun. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, Macropire here to steal the stack. That will be effective. Trouble there, though. The Arpiana, too. It's not bad. It's not Mars and the Ancient Apparition. They'll drag into the hands of Armel. Little short-range Ice Blast. Is there any follow-up damage to take advantage of this? Invoker, yeah, Tornado. with the spicy meatball jabs. He'll tick down to that one. It's a double kill for Yowie. Mars ends up living. It's going to be that Wheel of Wonder. Actually does end up catching that Jakiro. That will be a 4th death here in exchange for the stack, almost giving it to the Invoker. Instead, it'll be that last auto attack from Abeng to close out this fight. That is a 1-for-4 trade, and they didn't even get the big Ancients either. That is trouble.
Yeah, that was like a very nice play by Team Nimister there, getting those couple of kills. That's going to solve a lot of their... I mean, I said it was going to be a problem, but somehow they didn't really got it as a big problem, you know. They somehow got past the next 3 minutes, and they got a dagger on the Mars, you know, with all those kills.
And they killed the Ember again. How in the world did that happen? I thought you said it's that 1 in 10, 2 in a row? Is it my lucky day?
I mean, I don't think it should be happening. It's not normal for the Ember dying so easily to heroes with no direct stuns and with no daggers, you know.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like he feels really strong because of this Mage Slayer right now. He's got a lot of armor, right, with the phase.
Yeah,
Mage
but
Slayer, a lot
the
of
thing
resistance.
is you are playing into absurd amount of magic damage. Sunstrike, Ice Blast, with the Vortex and everything. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you have the Mage Slayer. I mean, Mage Slayer gives you, what, 20% magic resist, right?
Yeah, I think it's up
20,
there now, right?
And then Ice Vortex at level 4 reduces 25%. Okay, level 3. He had it at level 3 just now. Another Arena, another Ice Blast, another Sunstrike. Oh, this is just long-range artillery killing, you know. Disgusting.
Yeah, you love to see it. And Carlo, I mean, he's making sure you can see the whites of their eyes. He's getting up there in personal to make sure he doesn't miss. And, you know, to make sure the Ice Blast hits in time. That's a big kill into the enemy carry. Just like that, Winter, we're even at 9 apiece as Team Nimister.
Yeah, guess what?
Sorry,
Nimister. Our first rod of Atos is out soon on the AA. Yeah, AA basically has it. Yeah, so this is going to be their catch. No dagger, no problem.
Just brown boots straight into that Atos. Smoke play now incoming. It looks like it's going to probably catch,
nice.
well, I would say the Ringmaster,
nice.
But it's inside of his little box, and using that escape act, he will be able to buy his team some valuable space to make sure only he goes down.
And they have the all-important rod of Atos done. So A is ready to catch 3 points, cold feet, and the next thing you need is the shard, you know. So A is going to be like a catch after this. Nice ward there, seeing them moving in with the Invoker, so they're going to be able to either run away or set up here.
Yeah, the Ember's not here, and actually it's Tino who makes the jump in. Another Sunstrike, another kill.
Another kill.
Let's see what they can get done. Ember, he's back in business right on top of this Ancient Apparition, who does actually hit 2 heroes on that Ice Blast. Careful now, jabs. Oh no, he got off the RP, but the Wheel of Wonder! Perfectly interrupting, and good workout from John Noel. He at least is going to stop any further kind of counter initiation there with a Macropire and an Ice Path that ends up catching both cores. But it's still going to be trouble. It's only going to be the 2 supports that Boom end up with. It's the better trade, Winter, but for as good as an RP as Jabs had, I'm sure that Boom were hoping for more.
Team Nimister definitely counting their lucky stars. None of the cores died there. So everyone went back to farming. And like you mentioned, the Midas is going to be slowly paying off dividends. And the more you drag out the game, you get kills, you don't die. They're gonna be setting up mid double rod of Atos, another Atos.
Whoa, hold on.
Whoa, double rod of Atos.
Okay. I think he's all right. He's all right.
Wait, did they? They must have messed up the combo because they didn't proc the cold feet. Bot lane.
Careful here, Tim. Still alive on a hair of HP. As maybe instead they're gonna look for Jackie. Jackie.
No mana.
If he's gonna way out of this. Absolutely not.
He's still on cooldown. Blind Sunstrike coming up.
Nah, not needed. Tino, he'll secure it with that spear. 12-12. Nimister. I mean, really solid game from them.
Rod of Atos owning. Okay, maybe not owning, but they got one kill, one important kill. But the true thing that's owning is like all this Sunstrike kill with the Mars Arena setup, you know. They're just getting a lot out of it. Boom, just splitting up a little bit too much. Like not really respecting the combo enough and just gave away so many kills, you know. And now, like even, you know, and now they're going to be ahead after the Tormentor on Team Nimister. So who gets the shot?
And it goes to the AA. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
A lot of Atos with shot done, you know, 9 minutes. This AA is a ganker right now, mind you.
It's funny to hear you say that. I mean, but you're right. I can't wait to see it. And well, what will Boom have in response, right? Because they have been continuing to farm, we should say, right? Like Armel, yes, he's taken those dual deaths after Winter said he was not going to die all game. He did die twice after
I
that.
did not say he wasn't gonna die all game. I said he was gonna be very difficult to kill.
You
Very
said,
difficult.
how are they going to catch him? And then they immediately killed him. And then you said, yeah, but that's not going to happen again. And then he died again. So
I was saying that under the presumption that it was gonna be close to impossible to kill him, but not impossible, you know?
Right. And then lightning struck twice.
Yeah, and then when they were supposed to kill him, they had 2 Rod of Atos, but they messed up the combo. They used it too quickly and they couldn't proc the Kofi, and they didn't kill him.
That's right. Well, like I said, lightning only strikes twice, so maybe Armel's going to have to perfect game from here. But Winter, my point is, besides just chatting shit, my point is he's still farming, right? Gyro has still farmed as well. And Mag, yeah, his game has been, slowed down a little bit, but he's not insanely far behind either, right?
Yeah, late game Mag, Gyro with the Ember, with the Empower, they are not actually that weak, they are pretty strong late game as well.
Oh, sure. I'm not saying that, but I'm looking more towards this kind of like early to mid game
Just look
transition.
for Sunstrike. Oh,
yeah. Oh, no way, they hit him with the Ice Blast, bro.
That was so nice. That was so nice. He pushed him. Oh, that was perfect though.
Tino, my goodness.
Yeah, when you're a Dota player, you enjoy plays like this, It just feels nice to watch, so beautiful. And bot lane, another really setup. Rod of Atos again. Let me just give me one reason not to buy Rod of Atos. Man, this is just so good.
You're convincing me on this game alone, honestly. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. Like when the BKBs come out, is it still something that you?
I mean, I don't understand why sometimes the Invoker players that are running into, they don't buy Rod of Atos. They just go Midas into Travels and Aghanim, and then they get reported, because they don't do anything without Rod of Atos. Just waiting.
Say his name. Who was it?
Who was it? It was you.
No, in your game.
Waiting. No, it was you. You're pinging. Where's my setup? Where's my stun? Oh, Smarty Pants, you didn't buy your own stun. Rod of Atos. So the game continues. 20 minutes rune. Magnus is gonna spawn. They really have to be playing, I think, a little bit tighter than what has been happening, for Boom. They've been like really split, trying to be efficient on the map. I mean, I think only Ember should be doing it. The rest have to be very close together because of this global threat, Sunstrike, Ice Blast with the Mars or the DK. Surprised Ringmaster actually went for Aether Lens as his first item.
Were you thinking it was going to be another round of Aethos?
Aethos? Dude, this... I feel like this game, if I have to buy an item, either I buy Glimmer or Aethos, Like Aether Lens is not going to be
What about the Force, though? You said Force Staff was good, too.
Yeah,
you don't put that in like first item contention?
Second, maybe. I like it as second.
Okay, that's fair.
Second or third.
He's going to go hunting again, but no one home in the enemy triangle.
Yep, Rod of Aethos. Catch him. They didn't see the dragonfly.
His smoke broke. He thought it was in there. Unlucky.
Oh, 21
that's like a 50-50.
Wisdom rune. Oh no.
Ice Blast is going top. Ice Blast going top. No way they catch him, right? No way. No.
Not enough time. Not enough time. That was close.
They didn't have an arena though. I don't know. Maybe.
Dude, they would have killed him. If they got the Aethos on, he just needed to spear him to the tree there. He would be in range. Cold Snap, he's dead.
What is his Ember building though? I saw maybe it's a Manta because I did see a Yasha.
SNY. He got SNY to help with the setup, the catch, some status resist. SNY, BKB. So it's very difficult to kill.
Okay.
I mean, in a perfect world, after Mage Slayer, you would most of the time want Radiance. But in this sort of game where you can be killed easily, so
it's not an option. No.
See, I changed easily. He can be killed easily. I didn't say it was
difficult. There it is. Yeah, you did change. Look, I'll give it to you. Good job. I'm proud of you. Good job. I wanted to ask you though, how come every time DK is like the best hero in the game, he gets a nerf, he just comes back and he's still the best hero in the game? What's going on? He's the richest hero right now. Oh my goodness. Is this going to be a solo kill here? Can it be with the Ice Blast debuff? I'm not so sure. Yoey kind of getting his butt beat. Gets outside of the... No, he doesn't get outside of the call down.
Oh my god.
And he's not going to shatter. This Gyro lives on a hair of HP. 900 gold to Jackie. That'll catapult him up to that top net worth position. And, well, all of a sudden, it's coming shattering down for Team Nimister.
Yeah,
Armel picks up a
I'm
second
pretty
kill in the
sure
middle
the
lane.
AA died because he was looking at the Evoker, trying to land his eyes floods and he got caught.
Yeah,
Classic things, you know. When you're playing the global heroes like this, it tends to happen, you know. You're looking elsewhere and then you get caught.
It's true. That's true.
I mean, it's funny, but it's true.
No, it's I agree. I'm laughing because it's very relatable. It's extremely relatable. Okay, while we have a pause here, Winter, tell me more about like this DK carry because he still looks incredible. Like, what is it about this hero? You know the meme.
I mean, you get
You
the
ever watch The
splash
Simpsons?
all the time. No, I don't watch The Simpsons, unfortunately. I can't relate
Well,
to
there's
the
this-
American
there's this-
humor.
There's this meme where the guy's Mo's throwing. He's the bar owner. He's throwing a guy out of the bar, and he throws him out of the bar, and then he appears behind him, right back in the bar. You know, it's like, how did you come back already? Like that's the joke. You know, it's like DK. Like he's just here again. Didn't we just
people
nerf
didn't
you?
realize that the frost and poison fences were very good too because the fire was way too good before. And then that's when people, after they nerfed the fire, people realized, oh, the other two fences are also really good.
I see.
So now they have to nerf everything. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of funny, right? This guy's gonna perpetually be. He's almost like 3 different heroes, so you have to like nerf him that hard.
Do
you think it's like? Yeah, I mean, in a way, do you think it's like that fair that some facets like really change the heroes that much? Because like, you know, if you have a splash, you're gonna farm much differently if you don't have a cleave, right? If you have like a DPS that hits towers, you might play different, you know?
Yeah,
Do you think that's
we'll
fair?
have to leave that conversation till later because something is about to happen. The unkillable Ember is gonna die.
The unkillable Ember. He's been scouted. Oh no! Oh my God, Tito! It was hideous, but it might still be good enough actually, as it's the post support's just decimated, gone, deleted, muerto, says Densanity, chasing for more.
Gyro's here to show his BKB.
It's gonna get stunned up though. I don't know about this one. The unkillable Ember finds himself stunned. Well, Remnant back to safety here as Jabs trying to find more. Only finds the Forge Spirits of the Invoker. Oh, Tito, what in the world? He just blinks in. He eats that RP. There's going to be the escape act. The Tornado ignored by the EMP of Jackie, who decides he wants to bail out of this fight. They're going to try and do enough damage to him. They got pretty close.
That was not the RP that they were looking for. Like, he already skewered behind, you know, so that was very, I would say that very rushed, you know. He skewered behind to kite the initial fight, and then he saw the Mars blink into a bad position, but he didn't have skill after the RP. Oh, power shot, kill shot, incoming. Kill shot, the executioner.
Remember that execution, the global execution.
Let's go.
Oh no,
kill shot.
That's trouble. That's trouble. No.
Yeah,
Can
that's
kill him
trouble.
off? Yeah, Tornado.
That is death.
That is as soon as he comes down. Roshan, he should be pretty easy to go down.
Oh, no.
Let's change. They're trying. Oh, what the hell? Oh no! Oh no! This is a disaster. He's moving. They stun him up. Finally, he goes down. Densanity gets the Aegis, just like they drew it up. The unkillable Ember. He's gonna get up to the high ground. Tim's trying to escape. May not be as lucky. Avoids the spear. They still have vision thanks to the vortex.
Jackie's coming again.
Oh my goodness! Tino committing even the arena as Tim's finds a nice 2-man stun. That'll actually kill the Mars.
Amel, he found the back line.
Okay, the backlines are getting gone on now as well, as that is going to be Armel picking up the double onto Carlo and Yowie. Densanity respawns with only a clown. That's not really much support at all, really. Jabs. They will now focus their efforts here back onto the Ringmaster. A little bit of an escape act, just trying to buy some time, I guess.
He was like praying for the whoopee cushion.
I guess he was.
Jump away. He was standing on the cliff.
He was just a scared little clown, you know. It's like a little puppy on the street, like when it shows you its belly. Oh, you know, don't hurt me. That's all he could do. It's all he could muster.
Wow, this is by far, I think, the most kill intensive game today. 36 kills at 26 minutes.
Look, I'll admit though, your prediction. Check your watch, Winter. You might just be like 10 minutes early because your unkillable
Ice
Ember.
Blast. Oh no!
He
lives.
DK,
why did he go a little bit too fast? Half a second too fast.
As I was saying though, Winter, you're watching probably 10 minutes just too fast because the unkillable Ember claim, it's true, but not, not for the first 10 minutes. He's looking much stronger now. What, 10-2 and whatever he is.
10-2 and a million. 10-2 and 5 assists.
Yeah,
I think things are gonna get very, very interesting when it comes to the straight up team fights. But because Team Nimister, they're not exactly looking to take team fights all the time. They're like going for a lot of all this like pick off. So it's very difficult to play around the map as Boom. You feel like you need to be huddled together, and only the Ember Spirit can actually take the lanes. And if your opponent, when you huddle together, your opponent doesn't fight, they just farm the map, then you feel like, oh my god, what are we doing? We're losing so much on the map. So it puts you in a very difficult position.
Let's I want to follow up now that we're just shy of 30 minutes into the game. I want to follow up on our Invoker, right, who kind of had a really tough start here, did Yowie, right? I mean, he basically went naked Midas, and then the game got activated, right? I mean, his recovery, I would say, is pretty noteworthy, regardless of Team Nimister wins or loses this game.
Yeah, he is the Invoker god, best Invoker player in SCA. So he knows what he's doing with this hero. Tormentor, who is going to be granted the gift from Gaben? Gale Force?
Jean Noel. Nope.
Oh no, they really would want that Gale Force, Gale Force could really disrupt the team fights, like especially the Invoker. Just put it on. Cooldown? I mean, sure, it's a lot of damage, but I think in terms of team fight, like how often are you going to be able to use it, in the team fights,
I hear you. I hear you.
Gale Force is a different thing, I mean, if only you could choose. Do you think it would be too OP if you could choose who gets the shot? I think you should be able to choose who gets the shot.
Interesting.
Yeah, because then you can change your items around it.
I would say it seems like Dota's heading in that direction with the way that they change neutrals as well.
Yeah,
and stuff.
If you could choose your neutrals, why not choose who gets the shot?
No, I hear what you're saying, but I don't think so. I don't think they'll do it. Ooh, stun, Dragon Tail, Sunstrike, a little bit of damage. That's a nice.
Where's the Ice Blast
though? Stopping them here. Look at this damage. Oh my goodness, they're gonna go in and try and take down Zanity for a world. Put into the escape back though. There's the Ice Blast finally connecting onto only one. But Armel, he's in there, man. He's gonna BKB. He's gonna get
unkillable
11th kill. Skins the dragon.
Yeah, that was a little bit too far for them to chase. When he blinked up after the power shot and he couldn't get the stun initially.
Yep.
He can't really chase too. I mean, he still got the stun off, but it was like way too far. And maybe they needed they needed the Ice Blast to come in. I felt like he was maybe a little too greedy, not using the Ice Blast. So if the Ice Blast, they destroyed the. So another pick.
This is trouble. Tina. This is trouble now. And just not a way out.
Yeah, if they actually killed the Wind Ranger right there and there with the Ice Blast, then I think maybe the whole crisis would have been averted, The way you have to take the team fight is really a lot about discipline, right? That's why high tier Dota is like so difficult, You need to be able to know when to back, Sometimes you fuck up, but you have to still be able to have the presence of mind to know that we need to back, instead of like going more. This is like I think one of the hardest things to be able to do in Dota, knowing when to back. And on top of that, knowing you have to back because you fucking messed it up, and then you have to back.
Alright, say his name. Say his name, Winter. Ice Blast incoming. That's going to do some good damage here, but can they actually save Yowie? He's being stunned up by that Ice Path. Armel coming in for the additional damage. Down he goes. Jackie collects the kill. As, only Tim's is going to end up falling as a result. Then Zanity, just avoids that Horn Toss. Activates the BKB just on the way out.
I mean, the irony of Exalt Invoker dying in flames from Macropire. He should be immune to fire since he's the Fire Lord.
Disagree.
Okay. And
don't you remember? I always bring this up. It was one of my favorite patches in Dota that quickly got deleted. The fire damage patch. Remember? When
the was it the sticky napalm Bat Rider thing?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. They really tried to make Dota like a MOBA game. What do you know what's crazy, guys? Is Winter has been a gamer for what would you say, like 20 years? You've been gaming?
If you count
Only game
Dota,
is-
if you count
Of
Dota.
course. Only game this guy's played is just Dota. That's all he plays. 20 years. The loyalty in a man like that is it's commendable, you know?
Yeah, tell me how many times have you cheated on Dota? On how many occasions? With how many partners?
Well, you know what? In my defense, I have never played a different mobile game. Okay, except for League of Legends
yeah,
once.
I know you have a lot of one night games. You know, you play a different game. at different
That's not true. You know, me under the covers. You're gonna remove the cover, and you hear MLBB underneath there. No, bro, that's not me. Not that kind
no,
of guy.
no. You are playing, and halfway when I open your door, and you're like, "Kill that champion!" I'm like, "Oh my god, what are you playing?"
Show me your hard drive. No, goodness, that couldn't be me. That could not be me.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
never gonna
good
be you.
times.
You know, I know how loyal you are.
Careful. Ooh, Denzanity blink away there. Nice move from him. Or was that Tino? I don't know. Careful here. The boom. Starting to get a little bit aggressive now, Winter. They're out for blood. They're saying, what do you call the creeps? Is it a minion? Say minion again. Oh, no. Tino, he called it minion. Gets off the BKB. RP right after he gets off the arena. The escape back is maybe enough to get him out of harm's way now, but Jackie, he's right on top of him with the BKB down. This route lasting a bit too long, and Tino throws the spear as he might, but it's going to do nothing against Darmel's BKB. Monster kill streak now for our unkillable Ember Spirit. Tornado eventually finds that Magnus, as that's going to be the first Cataclysm of the game. Deftly avoided there by Tims. Not much Jabs could do with all the rods of Atos out here. And somehow, some way, Armel looking to continue this fight with the Amplified Damage rune, but will be sent packing. It's going to be an offlane for offlane exchange with a lot of BKBs used.
Yeah, they just need to do this 10 times more. Like Team Nimister, they just want the fights to keep going like this. BKB use, okay, even trade, yada yada yada, and then when it goes to very very late game, your BKB is 6 seconds, then your way is gonna show you that Invoker God proudness, you know. Once your BKBs are all low, it's gonna be very difficult to play late game into this, you know. I feel like this Gyro wants to end the game with the next Roshan, and he wants to get the next Rosh, go high ground, at least get Rags, you know. If the game has to be dragged out, it will not be very pleasant to play the Gyro into this Invoker.
What about the Ember? How does Ember feel in this arrangement?
He's
Do
happy.
you consider the Ember, or is the Gyro just your king? You must do what he
Ember
says?
will only be afraid when there's a Hex on the field, I think. Okay, there's actually
I think
a Hex on the field.
I was going to say, I think Tino has one, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So they are looking to find, I think, Ember or Gyro with this Hex, Blink Hex. Seems like
Well,
Teams
they won't
knows.
find Roche.
Oh, he dodges again.
Blinks in. Nice job there, Tino.
That is very, very nice play by Wind Ranger. He knows nothing is going on the map, and his team is not ready to move out, right? So he's just standing at spots where he could break smoke or protect his cores, you know. This is what you have to do. The worst case scenario is you die for the core, you know. But he was able to blink out.
Oh, okay. This time smokes are breaking, and they do catch themselves a clown. Escape back here, but nowhere really he's going to be able to run to. This might be troublesome. He's dead for nearly a minute, 53 seconds. And it looks like...
Here's buyback.
Boom. True, but they might be able to really set up for Roche here. I guess on like a global hero like this AA, it's not the worst hero to buy back on because you can shoot your ult out immediately, right? But we'll see. When will this Roche respawn? Dramatic as he is now, he no longer tells us, you know?
What?
I feel like
he
Valve,
he used to tell us?
Yeah, he used to tell us exactly when he was going to spawn. Now he doesn't anymore.
Oh yeah, even as the ops we don't see. Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought we.
I feel like really 738C. Like okay, nerfed like DK, nerfed
broke
like,
the clock.
a few heroes, but basically no, they nerfed casters, bro. They got rid of Dota2 Pro Tracker, and they got rid of the Roshan timer, man. They're just trying to come on. I can't believe it.
We want you to watch the game like the players.
I agree. I think it's fun this way as well, isn't it? Well, Roche respawned, by the way, in the middle of my tirade. But Boom Esports, they might be more comfortable finding a pick off first.
Exalt, Invoker, Minion scouting the road, so they know. Radiant knows, Team Nimisters. But they're looking for a big combo here with the Cataclysm. Tino is ready, he's waiting. He has his Gale Guard in his pocket, ready to pop it, just not to die. Ready to blink hacks teams. Oh, he blink hacks.
Oh, there's the blink hacks. Oh no, the Cataclysm, the Force Staff does get him away at the very least. RP counter initiation, escape act for the Ancient Apparition, who is counter initiated on, but it won't save Carlo. He will go down, and Tino on the other side, the wrong side of the river, is going to be minced meat to follow suit. Oh no, and now Armel, what will stop him? But the Rod of Atos, that's pretty good. The unkillable Ember. Oh no, he's eventually going to fall. That is a 10-time streak ended. A lot of money for Densanity, but it cost him his own life. He is quickly mopped up by the rest of Boom. And that is trouble. Boom, I mean, like you said, Jackie wants to end this game with Next Roche. How about before Next Roche? He's straight up to the high ground. Only Yowie alive to defend.
Yeah, can this magician actually conjure up some impossible base defense here? He drops the meatball, the Italian meatballs. Let's clear out the wave. Oh my god, we have a glyph.
Oh no. Still pretty good damage, but what now?
What
Sends
now?
the minions. The disarm. Doing some pretty good work, but no one alive to cut the wave. So even if Backdoor will eventually come back online, your ranged barracks will not. With that, Boom, they will fall back. Maybe look to at least start up that Roche. There's no DK for still another 40 seconds yet.
Yeah, that was the forced off of the game, man. From Jano.
Yep.
Because the Ember was gonna die for sure right away there.
Yes, he was. You know, Winter, really when you said the Ember was unkillable earlier, I think you were saying because he has the power of teamwork. And that's
the power of teamwork. The meatballs, the arena.
But Tim's, he doesn't have any of that help. Oh no, the Yule Scepter. I'm not sure what Yule's him, but either way, it allows Jackie to avoid that Ice Blast, and Yowie dying but kept alive thanks to the walls of the arena protecting him. He will live. Tim's will buy back. Oh, yeah. Who used the gyro?
Oh, it was the tornado. No, it was a tornado.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was the invoker.
Oh, Yowie.
I think it was a bit hard there in that scenario. I think it was very chaotic. He was trying to... Because he was dying on the invoker, so he needed to protect himself.
Yeah,
so he had to use his spell. I mean, I don't think the gyro would have died anyway if the Ice Blast landed. So it was not the end of the world. They got a buyback on team. So I think if you're Team Nimister, you're happy. And you have to reset. Wait for the clock on Arena of Blood to tick. 65, 64.
Yeah, ticking on down, but that entire time, as that cooldown ticks down, so is the HP bar of Roshan. So might be the win rate for Team...
2 seconds. Some Cataclysm.
Yeah, that's just too late, though.
Too late.
It's just too late.
But it's not the end of the world again, you know. They have very good high ground defense. AA Invoker.
True.
I mean, all they need to do right now is just to, you know, keep splitting the map. Just look for pickoffs with the global Sunstrike, Ice Blast. Just keep the game alive. I mean, this 9k lead is not really insurmountable right now for Team Nimisters. It's not that big of a deal. One team fight, they're back.
Yeah, I mean,
and they have what it takes, you know. They have so much damage with their heroes onto the arena. It's Boom that have to be very, very careful with their next move, you know, even with the Aegis. One wrong move, you could maybe just lose the game right there, you know, even with Aegis.
Do you think this is a game where they might consider like a nullifier just to make sure their combos actually land? Like Tino
who's gonna buy it though? Like, I feel like there's no good heroes to buy it. I mean, Tino, I feel he wants Refresher next.
I agree. But what good is 2 arenas if your one combo is not gonna hit?
I mean, you have to catch more heroes, you know. You don't want to just catch one hero in the arena.
Interesting. Okay.
And sometimes so you also have to realize, right, when the other supports get the force stuff, you also have teammates, right? You need to rely on your teammates to disable them.
Sure.
Like, basically, who's the main hero you want to catch in the arena? I think it's either the gyro, the cause, is just mainly the cause, yeah. Gyro, Ember, Magnus.
Oh, well, that's a good jump. All right, yep, can they actually blow him up? Sunstrike incoming. He's still alive on a hair of HP, but Jackie will eventually go down. The RP onto 2, keeping them inside that Axe upgraded Macropyre, pushing them even further out as Tino activates at least the
Denzanity
arena, but it's not going to change much. Denzanity, I mean, he's just lost too much HP inside that Macropyre. Armel giving chase for more. Ember unkillable again here as he picks up a double kill in this engagement. Both cores going down to his hand, and that is a 3-for-none trade. Powerful counter initiation there. Nice job here for Jabs. Has he found another? No, okay. I thought he did for a moment.
I mean, he has another. He has Refresher.
True. I thought another hero, but yes, fair. That's accurate.
Yeah, that was a very, I guess, a very difficult situation. Even though they skewered the gyro in to a very, not skewer, but they speared him back. But he had the A-gate, so he doesn't care.
Yeah, I think the only question, I mean, and you gotta respect Team Nimister going for that play, but the only thing you can really question is like, were you better off trying for that play high ground? You know?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Probably. Because high ground would give you more opportunities to go. I feel like surround and get a better collapse onto the opponent, right? Because they fought on low ground, so it's easier for the opponents to save the gyro.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that I think that's really the only thing you can criticize there, right? I think they have to try and get that Aegis. They have to try and find an opening. Unfortunately, maybe they should have been a little bit more patient. Maybe they should have tried it elsewhere. Either way, Boom Esports now, they will be going back to far on the map with Megas in hand, having secured those, not willing to be too foolish and throw the game here. We'll see, though. I mean, maybe they were just going back to smoke. What they picked up. Just a haste for jabs. See what they can find as they look to close out game number 1. Pretty solid game, though, honestly. Team Nimister, I think, really wowing us with some of their spell casting for sure. You know, unkillable Ember memes aside, the fact that they were able to actually catch them is very impressive, I think. Speaks for itself. Don't think we need to speak much about that from Jabs. He's he's got another one. Don't worry, that's what the refresher is for.
They always say you miss all the shots that you don't try, you know.
That's very true.
So that was a 50-50 for him to land that one.
Yeah, 50-50. You either hit the RP or you don't. I mean, it looked dumb for us because we knew that there were no heroes there, but I'm surprised he didn't know there were any heroes there.
That's why it's called a guess, Mr. Garcia. It was a guess, you know?
I guess
it's intuition. Unfortunately, he had a bad intuition.
It happens. Happens to the best of us.
Nope.
Either
Here
way,
we go. The sandwich.
Doesn't change much.
I mean, DK is not here though.
What in the world? Okay, this is a pretty good catch. Can they actually blow anyone up, though? A lot of damage. In comes the Ice Blast. It'll do good to at least stop the Satanic. The Refresher, the double Cataclysm is just not going to really do the job here. Tino, he gets saved by the Escape Act only for a moment as Jabs, the second RP skewer. That one's on the money. Abeg and Carlo dead to rights. Tino dies to Armel. Everyone safe and sound here on the side of Boom Esports as they will charge back towards the base of Team Nimister to close out game number 1. And what a game number 1 it was, Winter. I quite enjoyed this one. Unfortunately, maybe it was just kind of a hard game for the DK. He had, I think, kind of a more difficult start to this game than he would have anticipated. Didn't really see a whole lot from him. Didn't really see a whole lot. I think he wasn't really the star of the show. It was more of like this Tino Yowie action.
The Invoker.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they had their chances, you know. They just didn't really coordinate the important fights well enough, you know. They did well in the early pickoffs. When it came down to pickoffs, you know, just pickoffs. But when it came down to strictly 5v5s, how you're gonna move around and initiate, they just fell short.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it was a different ball game there, and you can really see. Insanity trying to get on top of anyone he can. It's Yowie who's in a lot of trouble, though, as, oh my goodness, dying even if it's just a flak cannon alone are these heroes melting on their way back to the fountain. Double buyback here as Insanity, well, I suppose it's now or never, isn't it? Trying to defend as much as he can inside this base. That's going to be a good jump. They do at least get the Chikiro. Cost him the Wheel of Wonder and the Cataclysm, but down he goes. And who is that that's out of the base? That's Yowie. Yowie, that's not your base. Will be killed off, being dragged even further now. It's a connection onto the Ember Spirit. Down he goes. He's got buyback, and he's got a remnant down right where he died if he wants to try and make another go at this. He will. Boom Esports trying to end this game here and now. There are Mega Creeps hitting the Ancient as well as Team Nimister, their heroes going down one by one. Insanity doing what he can here, but it's just simply not enough. Jackie, he's too big. Armel, they're too big. And sure, unkillable Ember. He dies a few times, but he has an insanely good game as Boom Esports win game number 1 over Team Nimister.
Yeah, the Rod of 8,000 did not prevail in the end. They were not able to, find them. I feel like when they do this switch up, Gyro against Terrabate is good for Gyro. And Beast into Marcy, I feel like Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe Beast into Marcy is the lane they want to. They want Marcy to destroy this lane. Because maybe it can work. Because it's Beast, Muay Thai into Marcy plus Ring. Maybe they feel they can win this lane. But otherwise it will be a little bit strange because the Terrorblade is going to suffer against Gyro a lot. You know, at least the Marcy can jump away when he's chasing you with Rocket Barrage.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Because again, I think for me the biggest thing is the lane. The lane just doesn't seem good, like you say. I just can't get over that fact. And not having like a steroid, I guess, like, you know, Tusk is kind of steroids for a Marcy, right? But it's not like your IO. It's not. I mean, maybe it's good enough, right? With Solar Crest.
Tag team, brother. Tag team. Yeah, punch,
yes,
punch,
of
punch.
course.
Bonus damage.
But it's not the same as, like, you know, the Wisp, right?
It is better than the Wisp.
Better even, you think?
No. I mean, in terms of damage, Tusk provides a lot, but Wisp provides a lot more utility, like mobility,
Yeah, the sustain,
sustain, everything else. You know, Tag is just one-way damage. You know, one-way street. It's either you kill him or you die. You know.
Yeah, true. See how things get going. As at the Horn, Team Nimister are going to be forced away from trying to contest. It looks like 2 runes, but bot runes will be going their way. Maybe. Yes, they should.
One benefit about having a Marcy in a game is everyone has flying careers.
Oh, true, yeah. And she's got her special delivery.
I love having Marcy's in my game. Okay, let's go through the facets. So Marcy has Fleeting Fury. So he doesn't have the one that people usually go for to support, but Pick Me Up. So this one is more of like a carry facet. Ringmaster has Carney Classics, so the normal one, the one that you don't like.
The one I don't like, yeah. The better one,
Storm
probably.
has Static Slide. Terrorblade has Soul Fragment. I guess for offlane, a Soul Fragment. I mean, I see like a mix of both. Sometimes I see the other Condemn, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the Soul Fragment one is better if you are building pipe, because you have the HP regen. And then Tusk, obviously, you have Tag Team, you know. I don't think you can get the other facet anymore. That's Drinking Buddies. It's just way worse now. Okay, for Dire, for Boom, Jackie has Afterburner.
Right.
Teams has Dance of the Dead, normal one. Jabs has Beast Mode. Crash. Okay,
Armel just
Armel
solo killed Yoei, by the way.
He has the Crash Landing facet, but he killed him with Stun and Tree Grab.
Yes, he did.
Janelle has
he was pretty low
Dragon.
Earlier, and I was wondering what was going on.
Outplayed, because this is not normal that the Storm dies to the tiny level 2. In a melee matchup. I mean, Storm against melee matchups is usually very, very easy and straightforward for Storm. Yeah, you're just not playing the lane correctly. It's gonna be an early dagger, you know, on this tiny at this rate.
That it is.
I mean, if you
What
look
was
at
the Phoenix?
if you look
does
at
Phoenix
their,
have Dying Light? We never finished. It's
yeah,
Dying
Phoenix
Light,
Dying
right?
Light, the normal one.
Okay.
So if you look at their lineup, Storm is the main hero that moves around to gank, you know. The rest of the heroes can do some, like especially the Marcy, but not a lot, you know. So if Storm is having a bad game, I could feel like the whole lineup on Team Nimister could just be very, very hard pressed to make moves on the map, you know. So I think last game Carlo didn't really go to the, if you remember correctly, he didn't move to help the 6-minute rune, you know. I think this game they have to help the Storm. Given the situation is now he already fed first blood, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But it makes things even trickier now, right? It means that you're going to have to kind of sacrifice your Marcy a little bit more, or at least she won't have the kind of support.
Yeah, somebody has to take the L, you know.
It's a bit painful when it's your Storm Spirit, though. Especially because it's not like a Tiny is the kind of hero where you don't want to give him like a really crazy start, right? Early Blink Dagger or something could be very dangerous for some of these heroes, especially with that repositioning that comes along with the gold.
Top lane, Carlo. Nice eye shots, blocks off Jackie. The tag team.
Jackie. Oh, he'll barely live.
Yeah, he got
Careful
saved by
here,
the
though,
fire
John
spirits,
Will.
you know. I think a little bit more attack speed that could have maybe finished the gyro off. Actually, never mind. He still has a Lotus. So he was going to be okay. Anyway. But you
And
saw the
healing
power.
salves.
Tag
committed.
team with the Metamorph.
So they will be just fine. Uh-oh, careful here. Swan charges. They have things under control in this bottom lane as well. It's really only mid that has me looking a bit more antsy.
Because of the
how
first
that
blood.
played out. Yeah, honestly. Okay. Nice tame the beast there onto Jabs. He might end up dropping. He will drop here in exchange. Tim's going to try and get the trade off, but lacks the mana, has no spells to secure anything
tonic.
here.
Just two strength, you know, in the laning phase. I like how he just casually uses it in the lane.
Yeah, 40 HP, right? Not a whole lot when you think about it, but might be end up be worth a while. Oh, I wonder what I didn't really see what Danzetta used the special delivery for. It must have been like a healing salve or something, I bet. Right?
Yeah, self. He sent us out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's why you want to be aggressive with this hero. And speaking about being aggressive, Toss is here, gated. The lane is pushing down towards his TB's lane, so he decides to leave him.
I think he TP'd actually. But
oh yeah, he
we'll
actually TP'd. Oh yeah, sorry. I thought he gated.
No, it's okay. Just a small difference. Tim's, he's going to try and get out of harm's way here. He's being chased down and has no escape. Ben collecting the kill there.
Yep, killing
so
the
in the
ball
end,
as well.
Carlo wasn't really necessary here, but like you said, it's not like he's letting his TB die top lane anyway. And we are getting kind of close now to the 6-minute mark to our first power rune spawning in.
Yeah, but before that happens, well, this is actually a very interesting move here. They decide to move back to clear stacks, you know, on the Beastmaster on Jabs. You know, he knows that the Tusk might still hover around, so he just retreats for his, to make sure he doesn't die and farms the jungle. And Tino, meanwhile, getting dove on by the Phoenix. He uses Reflection, trying to push them back. They're gonna die. He
pretty hard here for Tino.
14 charges.
They missed on the last Fire Spirits. I'm not sure how big of a difference that would have made, as Carlo from behind will gank through the gate. Tino has already used the wand charges now from the low ground, collects the kill onto Jackie.
Very nicely
done
by
Carlo with the rotations.
This is what you do with this hero task, you know, you move and out-rotate, but meanwhile, because they did that, they didn't control the rune, and Armel has a haste, and somebody is going to die. Not much you can do about that.
It's Tino. Yep, he's gonna die.
Yeah, that's why some teams would say that it's actually better to just take the runes instead of go for the kills on the lane. When it's 6-minute power rune, because if you go for a kill and then you get the kill but you lose the rune, somebody's gonna die later, you know. So it's not good.
Yeah, but a kill of the gyro surely must be worthwhile. I mean, he is equal, I would say, with the timber. Sorry, the terror blade. But I hear what you're saying. I think that clearly your logic's panned out here.
Yeah, because sometimes you could lose two heroes, right? If both of you are sitting in the lane and the tiny with haste comes in, you're both gonna die, you know.
It is really funny how some runes are just incredibly powerful in the hands, and sometimes you just get a little well, even an Invis rune can have its moments, right? Much more rare though.
Invis rune is the weakest one by far, I think, right now.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair to say. Just does make me laugh though. Should you be able to choose your runes, or do you think that's going too far? We deserve a little bit of randomness.
You choose everything, right? You make your own path. You choose your own destiny. It takes away all the randomness in the game.
I guess in a way it's not even that random, right? Because you can keep track of them. There's our haste. So that one's gone. You know, you won't see that one for at least another 10 minutes. Some small little bit of confidence here as Denzanity's come through the gate. They've scouted John well. He's going to be a hard catch because of the Icarus die, but even still, he's baiting as Armel. He's read this rotation. He'll try and maybe look for a kill now. Carlo's going to end up underneath the tier 1 tower now, thanks to the snowball. Blood grenade thrown as there's going to be the Icarus die, providing the move speed slow. Toss back into the waiting arms of Jackie. Collects the kill there onto that walrus.
And meanwhile, Yoei gets the second rune, Arcane rune, so he's ready to rock And roll.
Oh, okay, well, we'll see if he's ready to rock. Bring it to the Tiny, right? Don't know, though. A lot of times you see these spirit heroes get a rune, and they're like, ah, yes, the farming rune.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That rune will be scouted now. No one's down bottom right now. Like you said earlier, Beastmaster's more just focused on farming up. So Dunzanity, I don't know, kind of having a pretty chill lane, honestly. 1-0-1. I think he's been, mostly left alone. They ganked his lane one time. I think he can be pretty happy with this Marcy. Marcy lane, sorry. There's going to be the Arcane Rune active. Armel with a quick little toss on back. The calling, doing some decent work now as the Tame the Beast on the money to interrupt and prevent Armel from, I'm not sure, landing any further spells.
Yeah, very, very annoying, the silence there. It's very hard to proceed as a Storm. And just absolutely pushing back, 2v3. I mean, you're starting to see the effects of that first blood, on the Tiny. Tiny is just getting very, very difficult to handle. Very close to his dagger as well. I mean, they need to stop him from getting the next rune, 10-minute rune.
Still has this Arcane active as well. See if they want to make another aggressive jump in. Carlo's short on HP, but certainly not on bravery. Will follow his mid laner up to the high ground. Another very annoying silence as the Supernova is going to be committed. Just enough mana in the tank to be able to retreat as the Supernova is going to briefly turn day to night and then back to day again, where that is going to be a very nice regen rune into the bottle of Yoei.
And they managed to force out the egg as well. Very, very nice move there from Team Nimisters. Not sure if it was intentional. I don't know if they knew that the Phoenix just got level 6.
Sure will make pushing this top tier 1 a lot easier.
Yeah, they're going to be able to pressure and just give their support some room to get their level 6. But meanwhile, because of the regen, Yoei is ready to move again.
Oh, that he is, yeah. You're right about that. They're going to try and find a kill here. On to Jackie. Jackie looking worse for wear. Not a lot of mana. John Well doing what he can. There's going to be that attack speed slow doing its work.
Yeah, doing its job. That was close. That was really, really close there. I would have guaranteed the kill. A miss is a miss. That was crucial. That was a crucial play.
Indeed.
And now, so lanes are breaking down, and you're gonna see a lot more rotations from the Storm. Terrible is gonna farm. He's gonna farm a lot more now. He wants to get his pipe. I presume he's gonna build into a pipe here. Try to block out the magic from the Tiny and the Phoenix, especially crash landing Tiny. You want to get a pipe against that.
They still got that tower top at the very least, but no kill onto the Gyro. He's going to be continue farming happily and trying to recover, it should be said, right? This Gyro did not have a good lane. I'm confused how that top lane ended up so poorly for both the TB and the Gyro. It seems like nobody won in that top lane.
And they were pressuring and killing each other. I feel like the toss, he killed the Gyro once. And there was a lot of movements happening.
Yeah, the Tiny gang. Yeah, I guess so, right? I guess that's why. But hey, speaking of Tiny moving, he'll be blinking now. As Armel has his Blink Dagger ready to go. We'll see where he wants to try and reveal that now. As Tim's kind of following him on through. Bang hiding away in these trees. Ooh, almost breaking that smoke perfectly. 12-minute power rune is going to go to the way of Team Nimister. It's an illusion rune. Storm is just happy to go ahead and let that one be used for the regeneration. Doesn't really care about the active very much. Amel's still hunting with this smoke. His smoke now breaks, runs right into Carlo. I mean right into him. Not the best Blink Dagger reveal I've ever seen, but it's still good enough for a kill. As you can see, Jab.
Still a very valuable kill. The Tusk wants to get Dagger. This is gonna slow him down a lot.
Of course, it's still a good kill. I'm just saying that he literally didn't blink in the Blink Dagger reveal. He just walked into him. That's fine. Kill's a kill, right? Yeah, it's just funny. And speaking of reveals, we also see that first item, Hell the Dom. for Jabs. You know, he found the perfect creep, the Hill Troll Summoner. They take down the tier 1 tower. And next, it's going to be straight into that Acceptor for Jabs.
Oh, terribly.
Like you said.
Now he needs to use the dagger.
There it is. Big kill there onto him. Frees up a little bit more space for Jackie to continue farming. That's the thing about a Gyro is give him some space, give him some time. He will farm. He'll get it done. What's our first item to make a move, though, on the side of Team Nimister, though? Is it going to be some Storm Spirit item, I wonder? There's another blink on in the call in. It's only going to grow thanks to the Dance of the Dead. Another Avatos here does kind of scare Yowei, but he's going to be just fine. Fear is connecting. Very aggressive Phoenix position in here is going to support Jackie to go even further. Supernova is committed here underneath that tier 1 tower. That'll be the death of Tino, as unfortunately Carlo, that sun will melt his snowball real quick. 3 heroes dead. Tier 1 tower is going to go down as well, as Jab still has the Hill Troll Summoner. This is very solid gameplay from Boom, I have to say. And again, Winter, I'm left kind of scratching my head. When are Team Nimister going to start fighting? I know Marcy's gone Battle Fury, so you know we'll probably wait for like BKB Basher or whatever.
But the storm is the one that needs to lead the charge, right? And the first big item that they are going to get is the pipe. I think the pipe on the Terrorblade, which kind of got delayed because he died back to back. One from the top lane when he got ganked by Tiny. Now in the mid lane he TP'd in and he died. And the game just got like blown apart because of the dagger on Tiny, right? That's why I keep going back to the first blood, right? When the Tiny first blooded the storm is going to have like very, very big implications into the game. And we see Amir having so much impact right now in this particular instance with the dagger. 8.5k network, 15 minutes, and now they're going to get the Tormentor on top of it. This is... Okay, they're going to maybe get 1 kill here.
Yeah, Tim's, oh my goodness, he's still alive, does force another zip out after him, but the bigger catch, the bigger fish is Jabs. As Team Nimister, they finally get something to go their way, contesting that Tormentor too late to really make a difference about it, but hey, a core kill, not bad.
Yeah, it's going to give them some room to work towards the pipe on the Terrorblade. I mean, Storm has his Kaya Sanj done, so I mean, he still needs to keep moving, you know, keep moving around, help the support set up kills, because the Tusk needs dagger, and now without dagger, it's very difficult to reliably get initiation on the Tusk. And there's not many other ways of making plays on the Radiant side, you know. Whereas for Boom, the Tiny plus the Beastmaster, they have a lot of ways to make plays, and even the Gyro can always join in to support the fights, you know. The Marcy is on the other hand looking more towards farming with his Battle Fury build, so he's playing a lot more slow. Now he has the shot, and so he bought the shot, so he can jump on the enemy and be aggressive. But without a BKB, if you're coming to a fight, I feel like your contributions are not going to be as big as the Gyro.
Yeah, and this Gyro is continuing to recover quite well, right? Quite decently. Winter, you spoke earlier about the flex opportunity presented by a hero like a Terrorblade, and it's one of the reasons why he's so powerful. But you did, at the time, you made it sound like you really preferred him as a carry in this game, to the point where we were surprised that it was actually a Marcy carry. You know, what's his job as an offlaner, though, right? We talked a lot about TB as a carry. What's his job as an offlaner? Has it changed much recently, or is it still kind of more of the same player?
Carry. Similar.
Oh, okay.
Carry. I mean, he has a different build with the pipe, but I think after the pipe, your function as a hero in the game remains the same. You know, you push out creeps and you come to fights. You use Sunder, pop meta, team fight. Carlo, he's gonna get caught. Yeah, doesn't land the shot again.
Ice shards off the mark again.
Yeah, this is bad.
They put him in a box. So the box gives what, like 70, 80% magic resist or something? I've seen people die in the box, which is just hilarious. So speaking of dying, not in a box, just in the woods is Tino. Again, it's caught, I imagine, by a roar. Careful, mid lane. I don't think they kill a Phoenix this easy, unfortunately. Not at least without Denzanity directly on top of him as well. Armel. I have a toss action. Oh, the self box there by Abeng. And, well, that was a weird sequence of events. He always going to be left without a box. And is unable to escape the silence.
I mean, Jackie Boy is just like playing very aggressively now, and they're just looking for kills. They know that without the storm on the map, there's not much Team Nimister can do.
Bang. There's some quick dewarding here, trying to maintain vision over the area, but Roche is going down very quickly.
Yeah.
This is just what
without the
Beastmasters
storm,
do.
there's very little they could do here, and
Oh,
Amel finds a
no,
double hero stun.
Yeah. And Denzanity, I mean, he's unleashed, but he's got to run. Careful now, Trouble, no way. Okay, the box is going to save him, but again, you don't have 100% damage immunity there. You actually will tick down eventually, as we see the Supernova used just in case to make sure there is no Sunder target. Should the TB actually survive the box? He didn't.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We are up to a 10k net worth lead as well. Boom Esports really, I mean, I don't know what to say. They're just running away with this one. It's so strange because, you know, last game, sure, you could say it was a pick-off based lineup, and it was. I think that's a fair characterization of the last draft. Team Nimister was still playing it pretty well, impressing me. A lot of great combos. Now it's, the game seems to be happening to them, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, they're just not really in the position where they can make moves with the heroes, you know. I don't know how much it has to do with the item build as well. On Marcy, like going Battle Fury means it's going to be like, slower. As I've seen like some players go armlet and they just come and join the fights early.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But it has probably more to do with the storm, you know, like dying in the first bird and then not being able to
Scanning.
make enough moves, and especially the Tusk missing. I think it was like 2 or 3 very important shots that cost them a couple of kills because the storm made the move and he didn't get the kill because the shot missed, you know. So that was very, very crucial towards the game. Those are the small little things that kind of I felt made the game really difficult for them.
Sure. But they add up, right? That one after another. You build a chain of these failures, and it turns into, well,
disaster.
11k net worth lead for your opponents, and here we go. 21-minute Wisdom Shrine time. Of course, this is going to be taken by Tim's. Illusions do not count for the Wisdom Shrine purposes.
Middle tower is under attack.
But, you know, Team Nimister, they're on the other side of the map. They're doing whatever the best they can do, avoiding fights.
Dire's bottom tower.
And, well, at the moment, letting Boom have their lay of the land. Wherever they want to go, whatever they want to do. Right now, it's a Tier 2 tower. And I'm wondering, Winter, if we might just see them go up to high ground here already.
Yeah, what's stopping them, you know? There's nothing much to stop them. With the Aegis, I feel like they can pretty much do whatever they want at the moment. I mean, Gyro is already very, very strong. He's ready to push even without BKB. I mean, your Tiny has a BKB, so like I feel like if they want to force them back, they can easily just go high ground, make them come back, and then go back to farm. But now they want to go bot. They blink, raw.
Yeah, Jab's in trouble here. He's got Aegis, though, Winter. So they're going to have to get this kill and get the hell out of dodge. Then Zanity, they're trying to make space for him as best they can as Carlo just dies in his wake there, expands the column with the Dance of the Dead. And only Abeng's going to be able to escape. Storm, zip away, TP. I mean, it's Aegis, it's something, but it's not really going to change the course of this game as it stands, is it?
Yeah, it's not even worth it for them to get that kill. Aegis was gonna end anyway. Now they lose 2 heroes for that.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, overall, they just feel like there's too much pressure on the map, right? So they have to try to make an aggressive play. You know? So the Marcy decides to go for that play. It gives him his BKB right now, and they're gonna have to make full use of this. You know, like this BKB has to net them a team fight win. They need to just try to, because there's nothing else coming up. You know, in a short period of time. The other heroes are not going to get any big items. So Storm also has BKB. This double BKB timing has to work for Team Nimisters. This is their last chance. If they lose this fight, probably the game is going to be out of reach. They don't have any wards, so they're walking in blind. I think they last saw the Phoenix around the bot area. That's it, you know. This is like a blind smoke. And then the terrible illusions are still pushing the mid wave, you know, it's in front of the tower, so it's going to be very difficult for them to connect.
Yeah, and at this point, I mean, they've reached the edge of the map. Okay, Storm zipping up through. Actually,
Oh,
does
that's a
find the
gem.
Phoenix. He just got a gem delivered. This would be
put the gem back?
something. He's
He
a
put the
little bit
gem
low
back.
on mana.
It's on the
If he can
courier.
get the gem, that'd be worth it. BKB activated. There's going to be the supernova, but this is a tier 2 tower. Everyone TPing back to it. They focus down onto the egg. Armel, he might be next. BKB activated. He's going to be alive for now. Tino trying to stand his ground and fight here. The gem has been stolen on over. Densanity making a jump on in, but Tim's quick on the pierce the veil, immune to the physical damage of the Marcy, will retreat safely. Wow, that really worked out. Who got out at the gem, I wonder?
No, the courier.
Robin?
He sent the gem back to the courier before he dove out. You know, when he got jumped, he just put it back on the courier. That was very good
Smart.
heads up play there by Januel.
Well, you know, you kill them off once, you kind of reset the map, right? Everyone TP to the tier 2 tower. Ended up working
Yeah,
out.
that was still overall a good move there. They could have gotten a lot more if they got the gem. But, I mean, what can you do, you know? The Phoenix just outplayed. Sometimes your opponents just, they do well, you know? They deserve to get away with certain things. Game goes on. So that was the review of their double BKB on Marcy and Storm. Only get 1 kill. And now they have to move on. Next move, you know? I think once they get their BKBs up, again, you know, they have to make the same move. And try to go for a bigger kill, yeah. Ideally, they would have to kill the Tiny or the Beast or the Gyro. One of the core kills. Beast is going to be the biggest kill here.
That's true, yeah. He is the biggest kill. Did I hear us? No. Oh, yeah, I thought I heard
Yeah,
a
it's
thunder
going
for
to be a
moment.
lot of in and out for them, right? They are trying to save the Raw. They are trying to bait out the Phoenix Egg and try to reset the fights, you know, with the Storm. And there's also the Terrorblade Thunder to kind of kite out the fight, you know. So it has to be in and out. I don't think they should expect to go in, initiate, and kill one hero right away. It's just not really going to be feasible.
Well, this might be a way to do it, as Carlo's going to get jumped by
get his dagger?
Armel.
He bought his dagger, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, lucky him. Bought it before he died. Finally, he has his dagger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So this game might get a little bit easier from here on out at the very least. But
Yeah, but his dagger
know,
is
I mean-
realistically only gonna be able to, I feel like, save, you know, use it to save with the snowball. Like, it's very difficult to use it offensively right now, given the state of the game. And on top of that, you have to take into account that the calling would easily disrupt your snowball
Yeah.
save, right? You go on one target,
that's what I'm thinking
he
too.
puts the calling there, then what, you know? It's gonna be hard. You
Yeah,
have to
that's
blink
why
like
I mean,
in the
it's-
middle of the calling and then get your snowball off. It's gonna be tough. And what if he targets the calling, like your teammate is on the side of the calling, you know, so it'll be very difficult for you to get the snowball save.
No, yeah, you're gonna have to kind of like try and roll through it already.
roll
there.
past it, yeah. It's hard.
Yeah, and pick them up on the way. No, I agree. It's tough, honestly. It's not easy.
Dire's top tower is under
But he's gonna have to get it done.
Radiant's middle
That's a breach, I believe, online for the Marcy. So you know, some more damage coming online.
Yeah.
It's going to allow her to,
Break past the armor,
yeah,
sort of.
yeah, very true.
Okay, this is going to be a crucial one. This is who has the high ground. Armil, he's
Yeah.
on the high ground. He's going to
Armel.
run into two
He's just
heroes.
walking in.
Double stun.
Carlo, he's set up for a 2-man stun. There's going to be the counter initiation. They do manage to keep alive Carlo
Oh,
only for a
Densanity, he's
second. though. He
roared.
dies
He's dead.
inside of the box. Densanity's roared and dead. Oh, no. Jackie, the easiest double kill I think he's ever had. Just kind of stood there, BKB'd for safety, and let it rip.
Man, Teams is actually going one-on-one against Tino here.
Radiant's
And the man does not care now.
So hard. I mean, it's honestly just
under attack.
a frightfully difficult game for this team now at the moment. Boom are just completely in command here, and it's unfortunately, like you say, felt that way since the beginning, since the first blood, really, by Armel, just in control.
Yeah. I mean, it was not just that, right? To be fair. It was just the start, you know, and the rotations that didn't work out with it. I think the touch shots, you could probably blame that more, you know, because he kind of messed up a couple of very crucial ones. you could pin it on that. And the rest of the heroes had some minor mistakes, but those are the key ones, you know. The first blood plus the shots miss on, I think a couple of times it was a gyro.
Well, hold on. This would be a big kill if they can actually find Armel. It's being healed up by that Sun Ray, and now Armel even turning, trying to do a little bit of damage himself. The Insanity, he just doesn't do enough of it, and the Supernova is not going to be focused down in time. 4 heroes stunned by this Supernova into the silence. The Storm's down. Oh, Lord. There goes the Insanity. The Clown may make it out alive. Oh, no. But it is... I don't know, Winter. I don't know.
I don't even know they know what to do now. I mean, this is probably it, you know. I mean, they weren't able to layer their stunts well enough. I think they didn't get the... I think it was the punch after the pull. They didn't time it right, so the Tiny got his BKB off, and that was it, you know. Yeah, that was it, you know, after that.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, and now they're going to go up to high ground, but at this point, it seems inevitable. It's like a formality here. Boom Esports, again, and nothing. Look, I mean, it's not the most exciting game, especially if we had a very fun game 1, but it's a clean game from Boom all the same, right? Maybe not the most exciting for them either, honestly. But I don't know. Maybe this is almost kind of what we expected. You know, like the lanes. Even the laning setup was not really the most ideal ones we were thinking of. What worse was it? I don't know.
I was mentioning you pick like something like a Centaur, for example. You know, go aura, so you can run away from the Sun Ray, the Supernova, the Gyro. I mean, Centaur and the Gyro is like a pretty good matchup. And then you can have the Terrorblade on the safe lane, because the Terrorblade is going to suffer against the Gyro, which he kind of suffered. And then if you made that switch up, you pick a Marcy, and the Marcy also didn't do very well in his lane, then what's the point of making the switch up, right? It means that they just wanted the Marcy to maybe just work with the Tusk and counter the egg, because he could kill the egg.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I
This
think
could be a problem.
the draft is like probably the secondary problem. The main problem is like the way they played, right? They made a couple of very key mistakes in the early game, and they were made to pay, you know, by Boom, you know. You can't afford to make mistakes like this against a top tier team.
Well, Gyro now with the Aegis. They will try and wrap around here from the side. Jabs would be a wonderful catch. Woods are being set up. Jab Smoke's going to break. Unfortunately, Yowei, he's just committing now. Finds at least the Phoenix. The wheel is going to be placed on down, pulling him back into it. They will blow him up, so no Supernova in the fight, but they've already lost the... my goodness. They've lost the TB already. Trying to focus on the Jabs. Look at the damage. My goodness, Jackie just chewed him up, spat him out, and said, good game, 2-0 here. As Boom Esports, they cruise through the first round here of the DreamLeague Season 26 Close Qualifiers. Well played.
Well played, indeed. Very, very straightforward game. Clinical performance by Boom, you know, they played very well, drafted well from the start. They knew what they needed to do. A couple of players are